Hey, I'm psycho-degenerate, and today I'll be talking about Simoun episode 5. So, yeah, they introduce Dominator in this episode, and I like how they don't introduce all the characters at once. There's some shows that you'll watch, and they try to introduce, like, 12 fucking characters at once or some shit, and it can get unfortunate in the pacing department. When Whereas, like, maybe they'll try to focus on a few of them at first so that they don't, like, overwhelm you too much before fleshing out the others, but I think it's unfortunate that they feel the need to do that sometimes in pacing, probably for marketing reasons, I would assume. But in this, they do, like, start out with some characters. Some of them die in the first episode, and crap like that. But, like, they focus mainly on a couple of them, and then they, like, have, in the second half of the episode, they focus on more in the first episode, and then they introduce a few more, like, bit by bit, and I think that that's a good thing to do, that they don't do all the time, but whatever. And so Dominera, she's, like, older than all the other characters. Her goals aren't always clear for a lot of the series, for a portion of it at least, and and she's just this, like, weird, mysterious character, I guess, and yeah, so she's trying to get Lune, the youngest girl, to deal with her past trauma of a training accident and some girl dying, probably. I mean, she fell from really high, I would assume. But then again, I've watched anime where I was like, I'm sure that character's dead, and then they were alive. So, who the fuck knows? From the way this show is, I would assume not. Just from, it's not like, well, whatever. But, like, yeah, and so there's this, she, like, has, like, Lumine be, like, the main magic airplane pilot instead of the magic airplane co-pilot, which she's traditionally done, and, like, where she'd be in more control, and they have a sequence in the Simouns, and they do the thing where, I like these sequences. They did the thing where, like, it's all really analog. These things they aren't shooting, like, lasers and shit. Like, sure, it kind of looks like trash because of the CG, but, they have, like, their machine guns. They don't have, like, lasers. It's all very analog. They fucking talk through some fucking tube that they launch at the other ships. I don't know why they don't just use fucking radio. But, like, hey, they don't for some reason. They just use, like, a fucking, like, they just have a speaker system wired to go through tubes that they shoot at each other. Pretty wild. Yeah, and they always have, like, the dramatic music, too. But yeah, in the sequence, in this part when they run into these other like they run into a bunch of enemy techs or whatever, and then Lemonade is unable to do shit about it because of trauma and whatnot. And then when Dominator tells her to retreat, she's still kind of paralyzed and shit. And then Iru shows up and she thinks about how shit Iru told her about how she needs about how she should take control of her own life basically, or something like that. And then she does the magic airplane technique and incinerates the tanks. And she's able to find the confidence within herself to do that. Blow people up. Hooray! And I was just talking a couple of weeks ago in this about how some big dramatic gesture wouldn't solve a big ongoing problem, and I think this did the opposite of it. I assume the reason why is because she's a side character, you know. They have a dozen of these motherfuckers, and a lot of them have an episode or two at least where they're the focus, you know. And so I guess cuts need to be made for a 26 episode series, but it would have been nice to see a little bit more ongoing of an arc. But whatever. I guess what they've done. And hey, I ultimately enjoyed the episode.